It's an historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house.
And if these walls could talk...
Do you cry a lot?
I do.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
Experience a membership that backs what you're building with American Express Business Platinum. Unlock over $3,500 in business and travel value annually with statement credits on select purchases from brands like Dell, Hilton, and Adobe, and other benefits. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Based on total potential value of statement credits on select purchases and other benefits, enrollments required, monthly and other limits and terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn and I hire wrong. So our orders get all backed up. We're drowning in paperwork. Then actually drowning... Carol is fighting off sharks with a stapler, and pirates are pillaging the office copier, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant goes beyond the resume, using unique insights to deliver a smarter shortlist. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Pod leader.
My goodness me.
Oh, we'll get there. Pod leader.
Private panel. I'm on second watch.
Hey, do you want to wear that, Tom?
It's good. It's round. Where are the bobbleheads?
Mr. J.
Ira Tulip.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Pod Lead'em. That's Top Model Podcast spelled backwards. We're here again. I'm JW Crump, and Anshul didn't come across graceful, as if that's anything new.
I'm Alexander Price, author, bon vivant, NASCAR enthusiast.
And I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg, the hump muffin of racing.
And this is Cycle 7, Episode 8, The Girl Who Wrecks the Car.
Which, maybe it's now getting closer to happening.
Yeah, it's more like the girl who harms the car slightly.
Rex is misleading, I'm going to say.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, I took a previously on note. And it said, Tyra screams previously.
It gets louder, I swear, every time.
What's crazy is she does it seemingly for every episode because not all of them are the same. Like, why wouldn't you just have a previously on?
She just she gave them 8 different options. They were like, Tyra, do it sad. Tyra, do it mad. Tyra, this previously killed your mom.
She got the adverb cards that the girls get in a later episode, later in this episode.
That's exactly what happened.
Frighteningly. Both versions. But hey, Jada says something that we all said last podcast episode, which it was a huge surprise that Brooke went home.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone was devastated.
Brooke left mixtapes for girls, seemingly.
So cute.
And then Carrie D and Melrose come together to eulogize Brooke with a song.
But you know one thing Melrose can't do? Sing.
It's not. We learned later that dance is her soul. And
I can't wait to talk about that.
Clearly not. And Carrie D has an outfit or a hat. Yes, it was her hat that still had the tag on it.
Uh-huh. I think it was from the prop box.
Okay.
But yeah.
I thought it was the one she bought at the airport. And she just never took the tag off.
Maybe that one.
I also thought her guitar was furry, but I don't think it actually was.
What? Wait, furry in what regard?
The front of her guitar at different points looks like it is furred.
I have never heard the description furred. Oh my God, was it on furlough? When you got that fur down low?
Ooh.
Melrose, so...
Sorry, I'm so tickled. Furred and furlough. And my next note is just Gabby Reese, so I think I'm skipping.
You did. Because Melrose is very confused by Michelle. She just, doesn't get it. She looks at her and it's just like, what? Are you an alien?
Well, is this the moment where it's like, Carrie D, Melrose just talking about how much they want it.
Yes.
How they're basically the same woman with a different personality.
Yes.
And the Michelle just is there. Because for a second, when I first looked at the conversation, I thought it was Carrie D, Melrose, and Amanda. And I was like, oh, these are the wanted bad girls. But then twist, it's Michelle. Because I honestly, and I know this sounds stupid because their hair is always pretty different, I still can't tell them apart a lot.
Michelle has fuller lips.
Alexander, I ain't noticing that.
Then you're not doing your job.
You know I don't see lips. I only hear voices.
But yes, we head to the beach where Carrie D is finally at home because she's running on sand like a crazy person. Her feet are just kicking up so high.
Well, and I thought of you, Hannah, because I was like, oh, Carrie D finally gets that wet braided look, but it makes sense.
Also, she's like figured out the wet look. I don't know what happened, but it looks way better than it used to.
I think in unreleased footage, Gabby Reese was like, hey, let's figure this out. I've heard from my weird volleyball setting assistant that does not get a tie rod.
But also, Gabby Reese's tie rod is Gabrielle Reese.
Yeah, but
I noticed that as well.
which is probably like one of those official names, but literally. But what's so funny is that, like, I recognize the name Gabby Reese. I feel like she's iconic enough that in a sport that I don't really follow or watch, Gabby Reese is like a known name. And it's so weird to me that they Tyroned her Gabrielle.
That's
Gabrielle.
That's what I mean. Also, is this just Anne? Is Gabby Reese just Anne?
Oh, psycho.
Gabby Reese is way better than Anne.
They look very similar.
They do.
They don't.
I can see
they
that.
They don't not. And their mannerism of how they present. And I think Gabby Reese comes across well, but she's definitely not like a talker.
No. She's athlete and model. No talk.
And she has volleyball emotions.
We also learn a very surprising fact that we have not been told before, which that Jada is in college.
Oh,
This is the point of the cycle where I like straight up, I feel like as a coping mechanism, like forgot Jada's name. I was like, who is that?
She wasn't talking about her hair.
Yeah, I think that's what happened, Hannah, is for once she was like smiling and happy for the slightest of moment.
She's like, this is something
I was like, who is that?
And you're like, wait, is this Brooke? And was I very confused about who this person
just really tanned.
Yeah. Oh man, but we're not we're talking so much about other people, even though the show wants us to only think about one person, Anshul. And how Anshul, despite having a gorgeous swimsuit body, and arguably,
oh my God,
as we've heard from the likes of Kathy Gould, a great swimsuit body.
Yeah.
Only wants to sarong herself to death so that no one can see it.
Let me explain this teach before we talk.
The only one filling out the top at all.
At all. This teach is what the fake tennis teach was supposed to be. So the girls are going to have to action dive for the volleyball. And it doesn't matter if you hit it. It only matters if you get the picture. And they're all bad.
And if you show the emotions in the eyes, the volleyball emotions.
So they all have to get into bikinis. And Anshul has a sarong, a towel, something.
Well, and they all have it, but all of them are also like, we're going to take them off because we're about to jump in the dirt. And Gabby Reese literally has to be like, hey, Anshul, you must take this off. Like, I don't want your towel to get dirty.
Yeah.
Wasn't she also getting naked on the roof like 5 weeks ago?
Yes, she was.
Here's the thing. Has she... Because she keeps talking about her body, but she hasn't specifically said like that she's gained weight.
Mm-mm.
Because we've had contestants in the past
Kenya.
and in the future, Kenya, London in a future cycle, whose whole deal is they gain weight throughout the cycle. And I wonder,
that they get stressed out.
And they're bored and they're eating 4 eggs every meal. So I wonder if she's gained weight, and even if it's like a pound on the scale, to her, that's like, well, now I'm fat. Now I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah. I have a question. Why does Michelle think that she looks like she's going to break all the time? She
does.
I mean, but it's the weirdest thing to say about herself.
No.
That's true.
You know what? I disagree because, and I've told you this before, Alexander, and Hannah, you've probably heard me say this too, that when people have, and I apologize if you are one of those people, listeners, when people have extremely thin arms, I'm worried about touching them. And what I mean is, like
you put a fingertip on and you just hear it crack like glass. It's like ting ting ting.
Yeah, like I'm just like, well, what if I hug too hard? What if this handshake is too much? Like I just like thin arms are that one thing that like I can't, because everyone in my family is like on the bulkier side. I never had a thin armed person to teach me that
hug.
It's safe
To love.
Yeah. And I think Michelle feels that way too. I do think it's always funny anytime either of the twins talks about their body and being uncomfortable with something. I'm like, but you have an example of someone else.
Just practice on each other.
Just jump into and watch how Amanda jumps into the dirt and copy it, Michelle. It's the same person.
You don't want to do that. Okay. You don't want to do that because Amanda straight hit that ball with her face.
No. None of these girls can do this. They have the like, ugh.
Jada sort of can. Well, Jada can play volleyball.
Sure.
The most annoying part about this was that Anshul's weren't bad.
No.
Like, Anshul's were better, I thought, than the majority of the other girls.
There's a version of this cycle where Anshul had even 50% self-esteem, like even a C+ of like believing in herself.
Yeah.
And dominated the season.
Yes.
Because she truly never takes a bad picture because she's too pretty.
Yeah. But y'all, when Eugenia called Anshul a big old blob, there's old Eugenia. There's audition Eugenia.
I gotta say, Eugenia's really turned me around on Eugenia.
I end up fully just being like, you know what? Eugenia could have won this cycle, and I'd been like, great. I love her piss poor attitude.
Anshul's always self-conscious, and it makes her look more flabby.
Yeah. Your flabbiness is directly related to how you are thinking about yourself.
She's always
slunched over.
It just made me
think, you know how like we talked about how Eugenia doesn't know what she looks like when she's sad? And I'm like, does she think like all sad people just look fat?
Yes.
Yep. And every time someone's overweight, she's like, how depressed. How sad. I like that for you, Jada. Also, this is actually, as Alexander would say, a susant of quotes of talking heads. I don't know what it means, but I love the word. And
just a touch.
Because after the flabby blob comments, Anshul says of Melrose, it just makes me want to slap the hoe.
Why does everyone call her a hoe?
Well, it's a lot of Eugenia and Anshul in their diction, in their vocab. Both love the word hoe.
Yeah.
And
I think that's just the time period that we were in at the moment.
Because we got backstabbing hoe, we just get slap a hoe. Like, there's all this hoe talk.
I'm going to say this cycle's a hoe down.
Tune in next week when we've changed it from Pod Lead'em to Ho Talk.
Oh, our Tyra mails have gotten back to that one word pun clue glory.
They're kind of nothing, though.
But I love that. That's what a Tyra mail should be. One weird word. Because the first one had bump, which barely relates to volleyball. And then this one has snap, which is going to relate to anger action,
I guess. So their challenge is they head to the racetrack where they're greeted.
Question.
That's the challenge, is that they have to head to the racetrack.
About the location of this racetrack.
Hannah, what's weird about it?
So they say they're in the middle of nowhere again.
Every time.
And they drive up, and there are several hay bales, and I was like, was this literally just like across the way from where they did the freak show shoot?
Well, I'll say something.
This is the Orange County State Fair location.
I grew up with a parent that loved NASCAR. I know a lot about NASCAR. I've watched a lot of NASCAR, been to NASCAR.
Mm-hmm. Were they also a bon vivant?
My dad is James St. James. That's what the J stands for, is James. James Jr. But hay bales are there for safety reasons for cars because that's what they crash into when they go out of control. So I think they were just truly trying for like a NASCAR moment, and that's what was available. But the problem is when it's just hay bales, it just comes across
like farm,
like hoedown, like truly.
So they're greeted by.
I still think it was across the street from the freak show. I'm just saying.
Fair enough.
They're greeted by James St. James.
Which, who knew he came back?
I know.
It made me so happy.
And Stanton Barrett.
Ugh. Y'all. I need to, I have this inkling that neither of you are going to stand for Stanton. So let me just tell you. Stanton Barron. I can't even say his name.
Barrett.
Stanton Barrett. That's a hard name.
It is.
That's a Heidi in closet moment. Stanton Barrett can get it in such a way that I actually, like, when he said something, I paused it and, like, dabbed my forehead off. Everyone needs to know the, like, mumble can barely talk.
Is your thing.
Clearly shy, doesn't want to be there, hot, but, like, friendly and nice to everyone.
He was fine.
He also had a really difficult job that he seemed to make as safe as he could.
He did have a really difficult job.
Like, in a way that, did he know this was what he was doing? And that also his property was going to get irreparably damaged?
Well, what can you expect from the hunk muffin of racing?
Oh my God. I also love James St. James being like, saying he's a NASCAR enthusiast and then also talking about Stanton's modeling and being like, I saw that. No, you didn't, James St. James, you lying sack of shit.
The story for this photo shoot is bonkers.
This is a other woman situation.
This is ANTM feminism.
So both these people have careers that are important. So we're going to fight about it with my boyfriend and take your own picture on top of everything else.
This was my biggest issue. What is the point of making the girls click their own photos?
No
What
point.
is James St. James doing? He can't click.
Also, it just makes it look like every picture they just have like a remote control in their hands.
And it's the movie Pause with Adam Sandler.
No, that movie was called Click.
I like your sequel Pause, where instead of changing anything, he just like stops it for a sec.
That's what we're doing right now.
Oh my God. It's so funny. And like that's Stanton Barrett's real car. He like,
oh yeah,
that's his real car with the real things. And I can't believe the nonsense. So the idea is, because this whole week's about action. And the idea of it beyond the stupid plot is essentially James St. James wants them to jump into this man.
At him.
On concrete, on asphalt, in high heels.
The high heels.
And also the only thing to protect Stanton is Stanton.
Yes.
Who is trying
What
to...
are these women's careers? I guess they're all just models. And that's why they're dressed like that at the racetrack?
Well, that was part of it, was that your boyfriend had just said that modeling wasn't a career. And so this was the moment right after where you domestic abuse him for saying that. Like, that's what this is. All I could think was like, literally, I hate usually when people say this, but literally imagine if the genders were reversed and the photo shoot was a guy leap punching into a woman. It would be insane.
And then on top of all this, they're only given 10 minutes to get themselves ready in hair, makeup, and their clothes. Like, that wasn't needed.
And Carrie D takes the extra time to just grab props.
Oh my God. Okay, least surprising assumption that I've made about Carrie D. Carrie D knows semaphore, apparently.
Yeah!
There was a lot of fancy flag waving.
Yeah, someone was full flag squad at high school.
No, I think she wanted to be on color guard, and they did, like, she didn't get on. This is why she's going, like, super into it.
Too tall. That's what she was.
Yeah, too
They
tall.
were, like, not gonna let that psoriasis?
Psoriasis.
Okay. I keep wanting to say eczema.
It's
different though, right? Okay.
Yes.
Also, but it's so dangerous for her to take that checkered flag and then jump into Stanton with the stick. Like, Stanton leaving this with both eyeballs is a miracle, considering how many high heels and flags were flung at him.
Yeah.
And then...
Well, also, these girls received no training on how to do this. It's not like there's a stunt coordinator or a safety coordinator anywhere. They're just teenage girls flailing their limbs at him and jumping.
But what's more dangerous? Carrie D's weapon or Carrie D telling Stanton that they're going to fuck later? Because
we're gonna it's okay. I love you. We're going to have makeup sex. And he's like, ha ha ha. I hope you're in a character.
Yeah. And then called James St. James a bitch. You just met him.
Yeah. It's really, I'm actually knowing what happens in the big Carrie D plotline in a later episode. I'm truly shocked you didn't see it. We didn't see it coming the first time we watched the cycle way back when, because they were planting seeds like crazy that Carrie D was getting a little too loose, a little too friendly with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Two people stand out. One, because Anshul just doesn't do it.
She just like tips into him.
I'm sorry, that first shot that she took was so funny.
Run and
It
stop.
just looks like she leaned.
Like she's a cow being just tipped over.
It's so weird. And then Michelle gets on his car.
Who did she ask?
I don't think anyone. I think she just started, and James St. James is like, yeah, it's fashion. And then
you just hear thunk.
Her high heel goes through, and Stanton, you could tell, is like, well, this is done. She's the last one, and this is
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
To whom did he owe a favor?
James St. James.
I do like the world where Stanton and James are like best friends.
It's like never again.
Maybe they're brothers, and it used to be James Barrett, and he was like James St. James, and Stanton was like, I'm saying Stanton Barrett.
So the way the winner is picked is so bizarre.
Did they know?
No.
Did a producer run up and tell them, and then they forgot?
It was Michelle, right?
Yeah, Michelle wins.
No, that's what they say.
Right before they announced Michelle winning, I was like, well, Michelle didn't win this because her face looks insane in all of these photos.
And also, I thought they were going to chastise her for being like, hey, you kind of took that too far. You destroyed something.
Yeah.
She's not Carrie D. Only Carrie D takes things too far.
Yeah. Michelle, they're just so happy that she wants it so bad.
Right.
But
the
her face looked
blase
insane
no,
in all of them.
The blase attitude of the judge or James St. James at this moment is weird.
And also, I know that she wins everything. I would have given this one to Eugenia.
I would have as well.
She had great pictures, and she's so graceful.
The first one
with
was
her
really
body
good. Yeah,
that they always turn out good. It's so funny to be rewatching this and knowing how bad her pictures typically are. But the fact, Eugenia, if modeling wasn't largely about taking pictures,
right,
Eugenia would have won this competition because Eugenia's good at everything
except her face.
Yeah,
literally, her face holds her back.
Well, and she and Melrose are best at this show in a lot of ways because they're the best at understanding rules and games.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
In fact, maybe the only ones who understand them at all.
Okay, we need to get into this now that you just brought that up, Hannah. So, Michelle wins, picks Carrie D, Amanda, and Melrose. And
all the white girls.
Yeah, all the white girls. It's very clear. Jada now hates Melrose. She's in on that. Michelle wins chance at a $10,000 shopping spree.
They don't tell her that initially. They're just like, you won a shopping spree.
Yeah.
Also, what's about to happen has never happened before. And before you get deep into this, I want to point out something because this is both sad and the funniest thing to me. That Anshul's like, I've never gotten picked. And we're like, yeah, Anshul, because can you imagine spending more time with you? No one's wanting to do that. Even Jada could be like, well, I've been picked a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. They go to a second location, which is never a good sign. And they're meted by Stanton again, holding a race flag.
He raced and got there before them.
And
he's so good.
Standing next to Stanton is Kate Nobilis.
Sorry, I know that you're just saying her name, but her last name sounds like we're mispronouncing it.
Yeah.
Like her name needs to be like New Blood.
Yeah. Kate Nobilis, who is the founder and co-president of Couch Nobilis. That is never explained.
That whole thing sounds like that sketch on SNL, like the Sabasi Crystal sketch.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, hi, I'm Kate Nobilis for Nobilis Couches.
Do you want your couch to be a luxurious?
And they're at the $1 Billion Babes sample sale. They are told they are going to have 30 seconds to run in and put on as much as they can. And I have a question. Was James not available for this part of the episode?
I'm going to say it, though. I want more Stanton, so I'm happy with this. But also, I think they were like, hey, James, you were supposed to make sure that car didn't get fucked up, and that was your one job. Also, we definitely told you Amanda, and you just said Michelle out loud. James is not good at hosting.
So whoever has the most clothes and is back before the time ends is going to get everyone else's clothes that were picked. And the other 3 girls are there to watch. So, and they have to put on they were in different outfits. They showed up in different outfits than they were at the racetrack.
Maybe this was literally the next day.
This is how I know that Jada and I would not be friends, in case I didn't know this already. Jada is very upset that she has to watch this. She's like, I would rather just sit in the limo. And I'm like, but you hate all of these people, and they're about to make idiots of themselves. You should be enjoying this.
Right. Michelle's
This is a terrible prize.
When they tell these girls what's about the shenanigans that are about to occur, Michelle's reaction is literally like, what? And then Melrose, okay, cool.
Yeah, because Melrose
literally says it out loud.
Really interesting. Fun. Seems like a perfect thing for Melrose. I'll say this, though. There's some A+ bullshit, and this is why, again, Melrose and Eugenia win games, because they say as many clothes as you can put on, which ends up being a lot of wrap a dress around your neck.
Yes.
Yep.
Truly what you should have done is jewelried yourself to hell real quick with those necklaces.
Well, that's what one girl does do.
Yeah. And because I think Carrie D, who I think got the lowest amount,
yes,
was trying to
put them on.
Put stuff on. Well, it was how much can you hold physically?
Connected to your body.
Yeah, it had to just be somehow, if you let your arms go,
yep,
that stayed on. One brand is Yaya. And I love the idea that Yaya was trying something out.
One brand is kale.
The salad?
Said kale. Yes.
That's so funny.
Y'all, something just occurred to me.
Uh-huh.
Carrie D is about to get a lot of shit from the show for the rest of the cycle about how she doesn't listen. And I'm just discovering, because of the way you just put this, JW, is that she's just way too literal. She just takes things way, way, way too literally. Because everybody else seems to get at least a little bit that you just have to have the thing on your body instead of actually trying to wear the clothes the way they would be worn by a human person.
Yeah.
Yeah, or at least course correcting real quick when they ran in there and saw other people just slinging it on their neck. They're like, well, I'm going to do that too. Instantly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing? Okay. I love when they come back, they count up the items.
Yep.
And, what's her name? What's the co-host name?
Kate Nobles.
Kate. She says, wow, that was the craziest sample cell I've ever seen. Okay. Calm down, Kate. We'll never see you again. And then Melrose wins, and Eugenia gets another great Eugenia talking head. She was like, Melrose won because she understood the rules.
Yep.
And I was like, yeah, Eugenia.
But this is another Melrose is me, y'all. Because she prompts the presenters to say that she gets everything. She's like, all right, Melrose wins. And she's like, and what do I win?
Is it and I guarantee you that, because if it was almost literally anyone, you have to live with them, and you weren't the person who actually won and you got picked you gave some of those girls
Melrose
clothes.
Didn't give no one nothing.
I bet she did, and they just edited it out when they got back home because they were like, Melrose has to be the villain now.
Yeah.
Because I don't think she did.
I also don't think she did. She knows they all hate her. They all hate her.
Plus, she just loves fashion so much.
She does love fashion.
She's going to cut them up.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Make a hat and some pants.
Well, you do start seeing a lot of these clothes on Melrose.
Yes.
The Melrose's wardrobe gets an upgrade that it so duly needed.
Part of me wondered, in a minor conspiracy theory,
if
the show was just going to give them a fashion spree and then saw that Melrose was one of the winners and was like, oh, no. We have to fix this. We have to make a game so the girls will hate Melrose even more.
That's just I love this idea that they were like, why do the three of us have to watch it? And then after it was like, I'm glad I watched that.
I love this conspiracy theory. Like, there was a producer in Stanton's earpiece, and they're like, Stanton, course correcting now. You don't know anything about it, but Melrose is the worst, and we're going to make sure everyone knows it. And Stanton's just like, all right.
So
let's talk about this next moment, because in the ongoing, is Anshul sympathetic or not sympathetic? I'm glad we finally got an inkling of someone, Melrose, of course, calling Anshul out for actually kind of being a crappy person.
She is. She has a really shitty attitude.
And I love that you got the quick thing at the house of Melrose being like, you're super immature. You bump into people all the time. You never say anything about it. And then Anshul just leaps away, just like runs away because she can't stand the fact that someone's calling her out on something that she does do.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen
it really bothered me that the show did not give us more of that, actually. Because I was like, I've been slightly more on Anshul's side about other stuff, but that's super annoying, and I'm sure there's footage of it, and we could have seen a lot more of why these girls have legitimate reason to dislike Anshul other than the fact that she is a wet blob who hates herself.
Yeah, because if you really think about it, even when it's entertaining, we've only seen two sides to Anshul. Anshul, who is like aggressive and angry, slapping hoes.
Yep.
And Anshul, who is just like a full tilt crying mess because of her weight and body issues. Like, we've never gotten to see just like a fun version of her, because at least everyone else, you've seen them like interact with people, be fun, be silly, like have chats and stuff. But anytime Anshul's on screen, it's she's giving some attitude of something.
It also really bothered me that she went into this whole like, oh, woe is me, I have no friends here, when we just last episode, it feels like, watched Carrie D like talk her off the ledge 3 different times.
Her.
Yeah.
So this Tyra Mail continues the tradition of model stereotypes. They're airheads. And
at least we get a cute Carrie D of like, oh. And again, it's Melrose and Carrie D, who in some version of life
we're friends.
Are best friends.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
So they head to the photo shoot, and it's all about being in flight, baby.
Sexy space sirens, if there is such a thing. Well, yeah.
This was so funny to me. There's this little exchange. It's Melrose like at her most like adorably Tracy Flick. Because the photographer comes up and Jay introduces him as Patrick Giardino, yeah?
Yes.
He goes, so this is Patrick Giardino, and Melrose just goes, hi, Patrick.
Also, Patrick is just a dad, right? He's just someone's dad?
Yes, sure.
Maybe.
Is that
I also
full
think
energy?
Melrose is picking up the energy that Brooke left a void in.
Yes.
She's like, oh,
well, and then
someone
they say,
has to say hey to the photographer.
They say that they're shooting for CoverGirl, and Melrose goes, oh, yay! Like, the CoverGirl execs aren't there, Melrose. You can calm down.
Also, on the way over, all the other girls run ahead. Melrose and one of the two twins, I think Amanda.
Okay.
I can't tell, though, because I just can't tell them apart still. Stay behind and talk to Patrick as they're walking over.
Yeah.
And that's still that big energy. You'll notice later when photographers are hanging out, Melrose is always chatting them up.
She's Lisa.
Yeah, but she's Lisa in a way where I don't think Melrose is giving crazy energy.
No,
She's just giving the suck-up networking energy.
Yes. Yep.
So this photo shoot is for CoverGirl True Blend Whipped Foundation.
Whipped.
And yes, they're sexy space sirens.
Also, this is one of the ones where, including Anshul of all people, there are so many throwaway lines of the girls being like, it's so natural.
Oh my God.
It's the lightest thing ever. Wow, this really matches your skin tone perfectly. It works for women of color.
There was so much. They had Sutan talking about this whip foundation all day.
And okay, I'm going to express this now before we talk about what in the gosh darn hell this photo shoot is. Because I went on Reddit because I remembered like thinking like, oh, I remember this shoot like being like quote unquote controversial, and not controversial, that's the wrong word, but like disliked heavily. And Reddit in a lot and other places, almost all the like bottom 10 worst photo shoots, this photo shoot is in there.
Sure.
Of just like, it wasn't set up for success. No one really looks that amazing.
Also, no one looks different.
And also, what is this?
We'll get into. how I feel about
because
this photo shoot.
This is one of those things, and they have a lot in this cycle. This is another one that's like legit dangerous.
Yeah.
Like Carrie D harms a person during hers.
Yeah. So they're going to do indoor skydiving where they meet the skydiving instructor, Shane Hillier, who can get it and has got it on Sean Cody, I'm pretty sure.
I was going to say that he could get it in an early 2000s frosted tip trade kind of way.
That's exactly Sean Cody's energy.
If you don't know who Sean Cody is, by the way, is he a real person or just a website
No, it's just
name?
a website name.
It's just a website name,
Yeah.
right? Okay, great.
Yeah,
Anshul also says that indoor skydiving lesson is one of my things that I've always wanted to do, which made me sad.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Can you imagine being like, one thing I've always wanted to do? Indoor skydiving lesson.
I love that when Michelle is doing hers, because both of the twins are so light that they almost can't do this. Like they truly get whipped around in a way.
They don't have enough body mass.
They don't. They don't. And their limbs are just like being thrust upward. Because everyone gets this like instructor to mostly hold them in place is the idea, who just gets photoshopped out later. Because I thought he was just going to set them up and let them go.
Me too.
And I'm very glad that didn't happen because none of them would have survived this. But the Mr. J is like, wow, their hands still look like catcher's mitts. And I'm like, she has catcher's mitts on. She has full gloves on.
It's also, though, continuing the trend and tradition of queer women on this show having mitt hands.
I mean, at this point, I just feel like it might be true because that's all we've heard.
That's going to be my new lesbian euphemism.
Mitt hands? Oh, she has mitt hands.
She's got mitt hands, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, mitt hands, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Big mitt hand energy.
M-H-E. Ooh.
Jada's up next, and she apparently has a CoverGirl face and attitude. Haven't seen it. Yeah, haven't seen it.
Well, I'll give her CoverGirl face. CoverGirl attitude. When, Jada? How did meeting Gabby Reese enliven you that much?
She can do skydiving, cannot model. And they also played this disco version of Flight of the Valkyries only during hers.
I love it. What a cue. What a music cue.
I'm sure there was more to this that makes him not look like an asshole, but Sutan has a rough moment where he just keeps yelling at Anshul to suck it in. And she's like, I am, and he's like, suck it in more.
Can I tell a quick anecdote?
Please.
So, when my husband was a kid, his mom took him clothes shopping. And he was trying on pants, and like they weren't fitting correctly because he had gotten bigger. Sure. And his mom was like helping him into them, and she just went, "Suck it in, chubs." And that was all I could think about during this.
Get a bigger size.
I was just waiting for Sutan to be like, "Suck it in, chubs."
There's something about the name Chubs that's very evocative. Oh no, that's so funny. Speaking of food, though, Melrose is going to gain weight from all the popsicles she's constantly eating.
Where are they getting these popsicles from?
If you look, Melrose has a cherry red popsicle in a lot of not behind the scenes, but like background moments. And I love that she's like, here's my popsicle because you did good, Melrose. You get a popsicle every time you do well.
Amanda says, action is what this photo shoot is all about.
One of those was sort of pronounced correctly.
And then she says, it feels like I'm a ballerina in the sky. And I just literally shouted at the screen at that moment, Sky Dancers!
Sky Dancers is a word for it.
Why was this shoot not Sky Dancers?
Hoping you sang the whole song. I was really hoping.
No, they still have that IP. Don't do that. We'll get sued. Carrie D is a professional wrestler and pile drives her man.
Jesus.
Who afterwards has to lay down.
He's so exhausted. Which is maybe how you feel after emotionally meeting Carrie D.
Somewhere she thought that she was supposed to like give herself over to the air current.
To be fair,
let it take you, girl.
She kept modeling the entire time.
She did.
Well, as Mr. J says, when things went belly up, she kept reaching for that CoverGirl foundation.
And
That's
let that be
advice
a
I
lesson.
will patch on. Yes, I'm going to pass that on to my future kids.
Let that be a lesson, everyone who's listening. When life turns you a tumble, keep on reaching. Keep on reaching for that CoverGirl True Blend Whip Foundation. Because you know what it is? It is natural. It is lightweight, and it works on women of color.
I wrote a note.
Things go belly up.
I wrote a note that I'm not sure exactly what it's referring to, but it made me it tickled me.
Oh.
Dr. Melfroid, new character, talking to no one.
She puts a mustache on.
Oh yes,
Yeah, she put that giant mustache on. Also,
and Eugenia is asleep in bed, and Melrose is trying her hot just for laughs
Mel
festival
Shrink.
reel.
Mel Shrink.
Mel Shrink.
Mel Shrink, Mel Shrink.
Really on Mel Shrink today.
My favorite part of this was in the Amazon closed captioning. It cites it as both a Russian accent and a German accent at different points.
I mean, not wrong.
Not wrong.
Not wrong subtitle.
So, panel. Tyra's photo is good.
Oh my god, this photo.
It's good, but she on a boat.
Yeah.
You can see the pool behind her.
This is fully
what
unrelated.
does it have to do with this challenge?
She on a boat.
I think there was wind.
I don't know. And she is wearing a statement belt, everyone. This belt.
You mean
so
the biggest leopard cummerbund I've ever seen in my entire life?
Yeah, this belt was more than a statement. This was a doctoral thesis. Oh my god. It is so funny. You know what though? Tyra says that the girls have had a really serious week, haven't you? Was it serious?
No.
It was just if she had said you've had a really action-filled week.
Yeah.
Sure, girl.
You seen a lot of action this week.
Say, oh, and that would have been sexy.
Yeah. Gabby Reese is the guest judge who Tyra knows and respects.
She knows her again.
And I even modeled for her. We won't say how long ago. Gabby's like, no. I'm old. But also modeled for her?
I don't know.
Like for maybe a swimsuit line or something?
Maybe.
But that was a weird, because if she had said with Gabby Reese,
that
I'd
makes
been like,
more
yeah,
sense.
Sports Illustrated moment, sure. But for
Do I need to go write some Tyra Gabby Reese fanfiction real
Please.
quick?
Please do.
I mean, I will say this: we didn't give her enough credit. Gabby Reese is
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, and a really good judge, also a really good guest presence on panel.
Yeah, she is not much of a presenter for a challenge, but give me Gabby Reese for a judger.
Yeah.
A judger?
A judger.
A judger. Is there a shorter word I could use? Judge, maybe?
So, did either of you notice that they changed the 17 magazine cover from Teddy Geiger to Paris Hilton?
And a kitty.
We need to talk about this Paris Hilton cover.
405 ways to look hot at every party.
With the fake Persian cat.
Whose just whole deal is looking sad and longing at Paris Hilton. Because it's a fine, normal, very average, very actually understated picture of Paris.
I just preferred the Teddy Geiger photo that it used to be.
Except for the weird stuffed animal.
It's so odd. Also, she famously has a purse dog.
Yeah.
Why not make it a little dog?
Not fancy enough. Not hot enough for a party.
Not 17. That's not very 17.
Oh, what's her name? What's her name from 17?
Atusa?
Atusa is like, we will not have a dog on 17.
Listeners, just so you know, when Alexander was just screaming, what's her name? What's her name? He looked at both of us individually, and each of us got that question. What's her name? What's her name? Who's that girl? What's her name? Is she cool? Is she lame? Oh, you're talking about Atusa?
Atusa Rubinstein. All right, so their panel challenge is each girl is going to get a verb and an adverb. I wrote them all down.
I did too.
As did I.
Oh, I mean, we had to.
Yeah.
Right?
But there was this weird pattern that happened, except for the last three, that was very confusing to me, which all the verbs started with an S.
Yeah, that was the first. Yeah, that was the first four. And again, it seemed like they were picking them at random because Miss J and Nigel had the word boxes.
Yeah. So
although they didn't always pick, because sometimes Twiggy would read things.
Yeah, I don't know. This was very confusing.
Yeah.
So Eugenia, it goes first, and she is shake flirtatiously.
You couldn't get a better combination, honey.
I think she does fine. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I think she does fine. And also to what Nigel says later, like she still kind of models.
Yes.
Again, Eugenia was like, oh, a challenge? Great. Time for Eugenia to confuse you.
And then immediately after that, we realize how unfair this competition is, this challenge is, because Amanda gets ski sadly.
And why do they do the yodel drop?
They should have slowed it down and like pitched it lower, so it was like.
Then Jada, who has the lowest bar to skip over, skips sensually, and she skips,
and then touches her shoulder,
and then they're like, "Wow!" Later on, they're like, "You really committed." I'm like, "She skipped, like she didn't even do it sensually." Like, what are you talking about?
All right. Then we get into one of my biggest gripes of this episode.
Gaslighting.
Michelle gets swim frightfully.
Which she does.
Which is exactly what she does.
Yes.
Yes, that's exactly what she does.
And then even after, when she's also, for some of these girls, there's this weird thing where they do it and then they end up so close to the judging panel at the end. Because then Michelle, they're like, I don't know about that. And she's like, look pretty frightful to me. And I was like, good for you, Michelle, for being like, I'm going to even say the word again.
Yeah. Anshul gets dance aggressively.
Which is one of the easier ones.
And then she does the twist.
And immediately says, geez, you put me in a predicament.
Yeah, predicament. She got a thesaurus.
I can't.
That hoe got a thesaurus.
I can't. I just want to slap that thesaurus. I can't say it. I'm like Tyra later with frighteningly. But there is a funny, as always, I love a Tyra quick normal voice aside.
Mm-hmm.
And I love when Anshul literally runs away just like she did from Melrose earlier in the episode. Tyra goes, well, she ran out aggressively.
Then Queen Melrose gets
this is where Melrose becomes an icon.
Box joyfully and immediately starts voguing.
Making boxes around her face.
Her smiling head.
With her 40,000 teeth.
And every time she makes a new box, she makes a new smile.
It is.
She resets every time.
So committed to something so wrong. It is I say it all the time, but this is the best example of strong choice, wrong choice, but you made it work.
Yes.
It's so good.
But unfortunately for Melrose, no one's going to be able to beat the UCB Characters Welcome character that is Carrie D, who gets one that should be hard.
Yes.
Yes.
Because they have nothing to do with one another, and also her verb is something kind of stationary.
It's also not her verb is, but her adverb is not a word, I don't think hide dizzily. I don't think you could.
Let me look it up actually real quick.
Okay, please.
Keep talking.
It's definitely not something that's used as an adverb almost ever.
So
it is a word.
Oh, okay.
It is a word.
It's the weirdest word.
Yeah. It actually more often is used to mean giddy. Like giddily.
Oh.
Yeah. So you're like dizzy with happiness. But
Carrie D took it as drunk, and she lost her contact lens on the floor.
But she uses that whole space. She gives them a ton of brilliant pictures. She
looks so good the whole time.
And then continues it until she leaves. She goes off one way, peeks around the corner, goes the other way, peeks around the corner.
And Twiggy is being transported back to those funny 50s ladies magazines that she loves so much. Twiggy can't get enough of this.
No.
It is so great.
Carrie D should always be peeking.
Yes.
Like always. She should not look directly. She should only peek.
You don't want too much Carrie D at once.
Yeah, cover up some of that, Carrie D. Hide just a little.
Give him some mystery. All right.
So it is time to get into judging and pictures. And who is the first one up? I believe it's
Eugenia.
Eugenia, right?
Eugenia is first.
Yeah.
So, okay, we say she whose name shall not be said normally.
Uh-huh.
And Tyra compares her. And this isn't a bad comparison, too. I think it was like so obvious that Tyra had to evoke her name, which is she compares Eugenia to Naomi Campbell, but also calls her like a weak version. Because at first it's kind of shady to Naomi Campbell because she's like, you kind of like the moves, like the way Naomi used to dance. Like it's kind of like what you did, but a weaker version of it. It's almost like Tyra was like, am I insulting? Who do I hate more in this moment?
Yes.
Gina or Naomi Campbell?
How can I make them both look bad?
So the scale in these pictures will never be seen again until the movie Cats. Because how big or small is everything in these pictures?
Well, the True Blend is apparently the size of their fucking head.
Why would you ever do an ad for foundation with a model who is wearing a helmet and giant goggles?
Why are they all wearing the same outfit? There's no stylist. You can barely tell who anyone is.
Well, I think because it's literally like what they had to wear to be safe in this super dangerous environment.
But you could have put like a scarf around their waist. I don't know.
No, you couldn't. You absolutely could not do that.
A scarf around their waist would have murdered somebody. No, this is like dangerous and dumb. And I gotta say also that because they had to, I'm actually weirdly impressed at how well they photoshopped out the gentleman that was helping
they
them.
did.
Yes.
Because I'm surprised this wasn't a blurry, shaky runway situation
Yeah.
where they just blurred the hell out of the background.
So if you look at Eugenia's hand that's reaching out, she's pinching like a normal size foundation.
Yeah.
I thought Eugenia's picture was good.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
did too.
I thought her body language was so
There's just
cute.
a problem
like she
with
was
this.
just plucking it.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
foundation.
just a problem with the photo shoot.
Yeah.
Can we talk about this now that we're actually starting to talk about the photos?
Yes,
please.
I feel like they got almost no training, A.
Not at all.
And B, I don't think any of them knew where the photographer was.
Or where the True Blend was supposed to be.
No,
Yeah,
like there was no placement in this photo at all.
Yeah, that's the thing is I feel like they just got the note reach out for it because all of them are reaching out, but there was no direction of like how this is going to come together because they kind of like it happens later in the cycle with the bull, the Matador photo shoot where there's so much done to the photo afterwards that part of me is like, did they know what this was going to look like at all?
No.
It's bizarre to me that they did.
And all of Jay's direction happens during the shoot
Yelling
as
at them
they're
through the plastic.
being like lofted by these crazy winds in like sign language. And there's never an opportunity for them to break and for him to be like, okay, here's what you actually have to do.
At all.
Yeah, 100%.
They just have to interpret his facial expressions.
Yeah, it's kind of like that one that they did at the gas station in Cycle 4 where there was all the rain and wind and other stuff, and people are like, I can't hear you.
Yeah, at all.
And he was just like, screaming like, Fierce, smile, Rebecca, Rebecca! Yeah, but I think this is why it's one of the most disliked ones in Top Model, is that everything that ends up happening and how the pictures come out seems random.
Yes.
Yep.
Amanda is next, and she's singing an ode to True Blend Whip Foundation.
Memory, all alone in the whippedness. I do think it's funny because both twins have the problem that their legs and arms are just going straight up and I do like the nonsense of them being like, you look like a W, and then later like, she kind of looks like an M when they turn
Flip
the
her
picture
over.
around. I'm like, oh, they're having real fun discovering that M's and W's are the same letter. But also they Photoshop hers in a way that she's the only one who's like not actually successfly grabbing for the True Blend.
Just waving it away.
You can put the True Blend wherever you want to.
Everything but the model is fake in this. You can put it anywhere.
Come on.
I honestly, here's the thing. Listeners, if anyone out there is good at Photoshop, I'm like average at it, maybe above average on my best day. If you can take and cut out the True Blend and the girl, pick a better background, resize this, reshape it. I think there's a version of this
that's okay,
where these photos were all pretty good.
Yeah.
This has to be like the new Instagram challenge, please.
Fix top model things? Oh my god.
Yes.
Could you go back to the Got Milk and make them all their proper race?
Just put a sepia tone.
Oh my god, guys, for real. This is such a good idea. Taking like every top model
We have
shoot
creative
and
fans out there.
fixing it.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
so funny.
It can
Do
be done.
it. Tag us, please.
Please.
Oh my god.
Jada is next, and they like it. I think she looks like she's having a seizure in the photo.
Yeah, I think Jada's is actually one of the worst. I also think her body,
Was like she was sitting on the ground.
the angle is so, yes, but actually that's very true, especially with her left arm. But it's so weird because of the angle that it's at, her right arm is the length of the rest of her body.
Uh-huh.
It's just a real bad angle for a photo.
It also looks like her leg is coming directly out of her back.
Yeah, this is a photo that the more you look at it, the more it's like disconcerting.
But her eyes are rolled to the back of her head.
And is she the first one that they start this Michael Jackson train?
Yes.
Where Tyra makes that big bold choice.
Bold choice, and then realizes how dumb it is because now she's like, oh, she looks like Michael Jackson too. Oh, this white girl also looks like Michael Jackson. And after a while,
Yeah.
she's like, oh, I'm just seeing a white glove. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Tyra can't get this time back.
Anshul is
But yeah,
next.
this photo was bad. Sorry.
Yeah,
Just wanted to say it again.
It's bad. Anshul's next, and we get a Jade sepia flashback
That
before
was
the photo.
Weirdest exit I've ever seen. Well, except for
Jade.
Jade. I thought that was so funny. That she was like, well, I'm not going to say weirdo. Also,
I thought that was amazing because I literally said it to myself as she was saying it.
Also, this talking down to Anshul takes so long.
yeah, their mounted frustration with Anshul has reached this peak, and it is just spewing out of the judges now.
Yeah.
They are so mad. They are so frustrated. And you know what? I can see it because unlike someone like Monique, who in person they were like, oh, pretty chill.
Yeah.
And didn't know about her at home. Anshul, in front of the judges, just doesn't. I love this thing that Twiggy says where she's like, hey, you're a model, and models are given things to do. And as a model, you have to do the things you're asked to do. Like
that's your job.
It's very much the same energy that that other woman gave Jada, that other guest judge who I can't recall at the moment, who were like, yeah,
it was a Tusa, actually.
Yes, it was. You're right. And she was like, yeah, but the problem is Jada has to model. Like, you have to do the thing.
Yeah.
Like, and this is a cycle of girls who just like talk about. You know, we talked about as Hannah coined her, the most reluctant model in the world, Jada. Anshul's the most reluctant game participant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, she'd be someone
most reluctant contestant.
She would be someone at game night who'd be like, the rules are too hard. I'm never gonna get it, guys.
She is that girl.
Yeah. And
the only thing I object to in the judges dressing down is when Tyra is like, and this probably affects you in other areas of your life. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, Tyra can fuck right off with that. Like, don't come for this girl's personal life or whatever. You don't need to mom Tyra the chickadee. You don't need it.
And all said and done, this is the best photo so far that we've seen.
Yep.
Of the girls.
Her face is gorgeous. Her body, the proportions
is
for the
correct.
treatment is closer to correct.
And she looks very heroic.
Yeah.
She looks like she's about to grab this to save the world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do think the way her giant rack is just kind of like it's just kind of placed on the bottom. It is not the angle.
But her other arm is good too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she looks like a superhero.
Yeah. 100%.
All right. Melrose is next. It's not a bad photo.
It's not a bad photo. It's one of the ones I remember like liking when I first saw it, but now that I'm re-looking at it, she gets into this weird
falling position.
Yeah, but also all of her arms and legs have sharp angles because she's bending at her elbows and her knees in such a way that everyone else, even the bad photos, look a little bit more like rounded and graceful. She looks a little bit more like a Lego person or like a Barbie doll that's been bent at the knees.
She's looking at the product though.
Well, again, though, they chose where the product was, Alexander.
I think her face is very pretty, but she also looks like she wants to fuck that foundation up.
And then fuck it afterwards.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a hate fuck situation for sure.
All right, Carrie D.
I think for me, this is my favorite just because I think this. I think part of it's also the photo background because they put this heavenly Jesus light around the
True blend.
I just think from neck to arm, it's great, and the body is not terrible.
No, it's new best. But before the outfit she has at panel, she has tucked her jeans into her strappy sandals. She has tied the straps around her jeans.
That used to be a little bit of a thing, though, because we have a lot of top model contestants that do the straps around jeans. I was ready for you guys to tell me that was like the look for a year.
No, I hated that.
Oh, that's so funny because a lot of top model girls do it.
It looks like she's preparing to walk in the snow.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying it does. I'm not saying I like it. I'm saying it's one of those things that seems to be maybe one of this year's, like, you know, skinny scarf, ombre glasses, etc. And they, of course, praise the hell out of her one-woman show.
Of course, how can you not?
And also,
and her face is gorgeous. I think her face is very, like, it really tells a story.
Yes. Finally, Michelle gets up there, and we have the gaslight of the episode.
Oh my God.
I was so angry and was prepping for you both to basically try to gaslight me again, like the twins.
No.
Or like the men in the background of the flower shoot. Because they're like, well, you didn't really
Don't gaslight us into saying that we gaslighted you, Alexander.
You did gaslight me. It was two different men.
One of those. It was one man that was both frightful and frightening.
Because they're like, you were given to swim frighteningly.
Well, and they make a whole. You could almost be like, oh, they just said it quickly. They messed up the word, but they make a whole effing deal because Tyra can't say frighteningly, and she tries to pronounce it, and it's kind of cute. But I'm like, wait, that's not even what the word was. And then Nigel starts to pronounce it for her, and I'm like, oh, he's going to correct the word, and he doesn't. And Michelle's face is confused.
She's very confused
because they were like, it wasn't really frighteningly at all, and I want to be like, yeah, it's a different word. That's a different meaning.
It's a totally opposite.
Yeah. Not totally opposite, but definitely not the same thing.
Yeah.
And then, is it Michelle that brings up Brooke? I have what about Brooke, and I don't know why I wrote that.
I don't know why you wrote that either.
Oh, yes. Okay, so Brooke becomes a new subplot in multiple episodes for Michelle, which I'm happy
that's true.
Because she's like, I just can't tell. You're not committing. I can't tell if you want this. And, I send people home who really want this. Brooke wanted it so bad. It becomes a thing where Brooke is now the example for the rest of the cycle as the girl who
wants
it so bad, but we still eliminated.
Yeah.
And she's like, I had a slot with so many other girls. And I also think Tyra doesn't always necessarily say Brooke's name, but the editing team, again, post-production, loved Brooke. So post-production is like, who we're going to slap in? Sepia Tone Brooke collapsing into Melrose's. We're going to show you that clip of her collapsing
right.
over and over again because, it's kind of fucked up that Michelle's whole deal has become, don't know if I want to model, just naturally good at it. Don't know if I want it. Don't know if I want it.
And when all said and done, this photo is pretty gorgeous.
It is pretty gorgeous.
The only thing I don't like about it is her weird, like, two fingers Star Trek moment happening. But
sure.
But like,
well, what about the ET finger on the other hand?
Yeah. Why wouldn't they just slightly adjust the background? Oh my God!
But like, her body's pretty good for a twig of a person, and her.
I thought you were about to say a twink of a person. I mean, the real twink of a thing, not like Angel's twunk body.
This is the most purely pretty her face has looked.
Yes,
it's her face is the best face to me.
Yeah. So, private panel
up in the skies.
One of you will be swept away by the wind.
Oh my!
What?
Also, it's right before private panel. Tyra it's either Melrose or Carrie D. I think it's Melrose, where she's like, "Oh, thank God, finally a good picture." Because Tyra's like, "I almost was like, man, should I have not done this? Was this too hard?" And then she was also talking about the NASCAR shoot when she was talking about Michelle because she won it. And she told that whole stupid plot line again about a guy who didn't want to. And then she was like, "I honestly came up with that idea, though, I think for personal reasons."
Yeah.
And I was like, what did Stanton Barrett do to
Tyra?
Tyra? I want to know everything about that relationship now. And do you think viewers, listeners, if you don't think I Googled Stanton Barrett ex Tyra Banks to try to find, and unfortunately this was the only thing that came up. So there's no unconfirmed relationship.
Miss J says she's wonderful, but she's crazy. About Carrie D.
About Carrie D. When, in the last 5 minutes of panel, did Nigel form a blood feud with Carrie D? Nigel hates Carrie D for reasons that I cannot understand and find very upsetting.
I'm gonna say, my theory that is inferring and also happens with a later Psycho 9 contestant, Jenna. I think that Nigel, the worst characteristic in his toxic masculinity, and I in my head, I kind of like argue for Nigel sometimes, because I think most of the time he's doing his job. He's a judge. He's got to say some harsh stuff. That's his thing. Whatever. I think that bubbly, open, witty, confident women bother him.
Yeah.
And which is funny because the few times we see his wife, she seems like one of those people. Like she seems like she's got that confidence and whatever. But I seriously think that Nigel doesn't know how to act when
around women he's attracted
to. I don't even think it's that, truly. I think it's when someone is coming onto his set and they're not immediately just kind of like
bowing down
to him. Yeah, that's a way to put it, is that he doesn't know how to deal with that, which is funny because in all the talking heads, Carrie G's super respectful of Nigel and all the judges and just wants this and wants to be good. And then sometimes, like, he literally bowed to Carrie D's hiding dizzily afterwards. And he did.
Yeah.
I just think he doesn't know how to work with models that also have strong personalities, truly.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know if
There's a part of him
wording it perfect.
I think that he wants a model to be a muse. He wants to be inspired by this model. And I think that also implies a relationship where he's going to mold them a little bit, you know? And they're not quite a fully formed personality until he gives them this thing.
He Pygmalions them to life.
Yes, because they're a muse and they've inspired him. Like, that's his favorite type of model.
That's true.
Yeah.
And there's a part of him that gets sort of offended by women who are not there to be molded in some way.
Yes. Yeah, I think
my other problem with this is that they give Carrie D no indication that this is the way they talk about her when she's not in the room.
No.
Absolutely not. That's been Carrie D's issue this entire time, and why she gets so confident is they mostly just praise her and don't tell her any of this feedback that's so consistent.
So crucial, too.
This is such a good cycle for Twiggy, especially in private panel, where Twiggy very succinctly says, because they talk about Anshul running off, and Twiggy's like, yeah, I think she's trying to tell us something.
Yeah.
Twiggy is done with Anshul. Absolutely done with Anshul.
The judges, I don't remember who said it, but they basically now outright say that the photos don't matter. They're not going to be judging it on photos at all.
Well, I think it's also this week it's hard for the photos to matter, truly. Because,
when they when they bring the girls back in and they're going to do the call out order, the girls don't know who is in the photo. There's this weird pause when Tyra shows it, and they're like, well,
in the first one,
who's it?
Right?
Yeah, it's Carrie D first.
Yes.
So Tyra does a quote impression of her hiding dizzily, and no one knows what she's doing. And then she's like, Carrie D, and Carrie D's like, oh! She out loud is like, yeah, Tyra, that was a pretty crappy impression.
Yep.
We thought you were Melrose.
Yeah. Well, and then Melrose is second.
Yeah.
Then Jada.
The bar is
Jada, this picture is crappy.
The bar
Straight
is so low
just
for Jada.
says, Jada, this picture is crappy.
But hey, you committed, you skipped, and that's all we've ever wanted. What? What are you talking about? How does Jada... I don't even think Jada should have been, like, eliminated this episode. This is one of the few episodes that I'm like, Jada actually did fine this week. But, like, what are you talking about? This cannot be her level of commitment when you have Melrose and Carrie D, who at least got called before her, but, like, are dominating her in commitment.
Amanda gets next call out,
which is fair.
Fine. Then Eugenia.
Yeah.
Which
Dookie
leaves
picture. She says to Eugenia, Dookie picture.
And also, it's not.
It's fine.
It's one of Eugenia's better ones. Like, Eugenia at this point might just be like, hey guys, am I not good at this?
Should I just leave?
Should I leave? Because even when I feel like I succeeded, she was like, I like all these prizes I'm winning. That's great. She was like, I paid off my college loans because of all the prizes I won.
So that leaves Michelle and Anshul in the bottom, who had two of the best photos.
Absolutely.
Yup.
It is the first.
Definitely.
It is the first time a twin's been in the bottom two, so it's the first time we've gotten that full drama.
And obviously, Anshul goes home. And
Michelle is very sweet while they're like ripping Anshul another new one.
Yeah.
And she's like patting her back and like, cause like everyone knows Anshul's going home.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
And Michelle is a pretty good friend, generally, I think.
She is.
Yeah.
Much better than Amanda.
There's a moment.
With Melrose?
So Anshul gets eliminated, yes. And is hugging everyone. Goes to hug Melrose. And I think it's funny. Goes, I still hate you. And Melrose goes, oh, I still hate you too. And she should have left it there. Because then Melrose tacks on, but I don't. You're awesome.
And then
Melrose.
And then Anshul goes, I still hate you. Like
it's so great. It's absolutely hilarious to me that so many people's exits have also been about Melrose.
Yeah.
Like, what a force. I was thinking about this the other day because we know that no one from cycles 6, 7, and 8 made it to All-Stars.
Right.
And I know Melrose does make appearances later, but Melrose would have been an amazing All-Stars
contestant. Oh my God.
Absolutely amazing. Actually, to be honest, most of like the top 5 would have been great because one of the two twins coming back, but not the other one. How interesting. Anyway.
All right, where is Anshul? What be Anshul?
I will say this though. Anshul is one of the bigger success stories.
Oh,
which
good.
is really cool because yeah, we'll get into eulogizing her, but like I'm kind of glad for Anshul. She goes by Anshul Joseph.
Okay.
And Anshul Joseph is also her verified Instagram account. One of the few girls that's verified, actually.
That's weird.
Yeah. I also love that under her name she puts the phonetic spelling of Anshul. Because it's actually, I think, a little bit more like Anshul.
Anshul.
Yeah. She has so many emojis that I guess represent stuff that I don't understand. And then, then it's Miami, NYC, LA, the world.
Oh.
Represented by Elite Miami and State Management.
So she got that Elite contract.
Mm-hmm. She sure did. She's followed by like, gosh darn, every contestant ever. And then I'm going to show a picture.
Still stunning.
Mm-hmm.
She's just a little bit rounder face. I think that's just because I think she's allowed her body
to be what it wants to be
at the weight it wants to be. Most recently, there's this picture of Anshul and Carrie D that's real fun, and they went Instagram Live very recently with one another just to like talk to fans and catch up. And there's a lot of her and Carrie D interactions throughout her Instagram, so I think their friendship obviously continued. And she seems to be still modeling. There's this like one really gorgeous nude.
Oh, those breasts.
Yep.
Heavy boobs.
Yep.
Love.
And all of her, like, she's got a story today. It's like very, I think she's very much living. Oh, what's this beauty relief website? I didn't look it up, but she's got the multitasker and lightweight. Oh, she's apparently a brand representative / ambassador for the Lip Tasker. Ooh.
Coming out.
Apparently in 2011, she dated Jim Carrey.
Excuse me?
Tell me more.
According to the New York Daily News, after Jim Carrey broke up with Jenny McCarthy, he dated Anshul.
What a twist.
My God, that is amazing. Also, I'm finding it right now, so the two of you can start eulogizing her, but a reader gave me permission to read this story that was emailed in a listener. I've said viewer, somebody. You know what I mean?
They read.
I feel weird
believe they read.
I feel weird saying fans because I'm humble.
You say listener.
Yeah, listener. But I'm going to find it because there's a very interesting story about how much Anshul meant to this listener. Okay. So I'm going to find that in my email real quick.
Nice.
I mean, this is the thing about Anshul. She was always gorgeous. And when they do all her pictures side by side, like, she just always looks stunning. She just had kind of a shitty attitude, really, is what it came across. And wasn't
I think
an adult
if she had come on like a year or two later with confidence built up, I think she could have just like run the table. Because she's so beautiful.
All right, so I've got it up. And this person is to be referred to as Alex.
Okay.
And also we should say that this person contacted me on Twitter sharing this story, and I know like we're Twitter buds, and they've been, I think I kind of met them through like listening to the podcast and bonding over it.
Okay.
They're a comedian.
Oh, lovely.
They're a comedian in the New York area. And so yeah, anytime, guys, can you give them how do you email us?
If you go to thworpinc.com, that's THWORPINC, there's a contact button. Click it. That email will come straight to me. I see all of them. You're not just throwing it out into the cyber world.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So here's the story. The subject line is Anshul's #1 stan.
Wow.
Okay, OMG. To make a very long story short, I was about 14, 15 years old and was watching the circus episode of Cycle 7. I saw Melrose, who I parentheses, undeservingly hated. He said that he's now liked her a lot more, talking about how unconfident and fake Anshul was. And I saw how much that hurt Anshul, and I just wanted Anshul to become a confident woman. And then I realized I was Anshul. I was just as unconfident as Anshul with my sexuality, but I didn't want to be like Anshul and have people talk behind my back. So I decided to call my mom into the room, and I came out to her.
Wow.
Oh,
thanks, Anshul. Love you, girl. Also, I love snacks too, so I guess Anshul really influenced me. Yeah, I think
that's so lovely.
Also, I gotta say, we hit on it here and there, but America's Next Top Model, especially for its time, I think was queer presenting television and hitting on some stuff that I think the show didn't even expect it to do.
Yeah.
But also showing a lot of confident queer people all the time. Yeah. I mean, in this episode alone, Mr. J, Miss J, James St. James, in my dream, Stanton Barrett. So, like, I this is very interesting, and thank you for sending that, Alex. Thank you for allowing us also to share that. That's a very sweet and just funny enough story.
Yes.
That now, anytime you think about your coming out story, it's Cycle 7 of America's Next Top Model with Anshul. I love that. I absolutely love that.
You can find me anywhere at Yet Charming.
Please reach out to me on Instagram at Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm mostly on Twitter at JW Crump. And if you want to Instagram me, it's JW is awful, which is a name I do like saying out loud. And do we, Anshul, I didn't get to eulogize much, but no, it's fine. But Anshul's a frustrating contestant, especially since easily could have won this competition.
Oh, God, so beautiful.
Easily could have won it and represented a couple of different things, which would have been really interesting. And I'm glad to see
she's successful.
Yeah, she's successful in modeling, which she was truly made to be a part of her life.
Yeah. And make sure you use the hashtag PodLeadem anytime you want to reach out to us. And please, I didn't say it earlier, rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend. We're accessible. We're everywhere.
We got a new 5-star review this morning.
Ooh, I can't wait to read it.
And God knows there's never been a better time to listen to a podcast.
Yeah, y'all, this show's on Hulu. It's on Prime. You can find it on YouTube. There's a way to watch Top Model and follow along with us.
So for PodLeadem, I have been Alexander Price.
About the journey, I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
God damn it, Hannah. No, I can't. And don't edit this out. Just edit. I hate that this episode is 30 seconds longer now because that was so funny. And I'm J.W. Crump.
And we'll see you on top.
PodLeadem is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.